a quick video on the Wb3a. Wb3a, this is a Viessmann boiler, had problems over the years with the flow switch, beginning to leak here, and I'm not quite sure why, but this part has been discontinued. I'm not sure because of problems with manufacture or because of the fact that they seem to have a problem. Saying that, these boilers are 14, 15 years old, and this is the first time the flow switches have failed on those. But anyway, the part's no longer available, so there's a workaround or an alternative part, and basically it's this bottom half of the boiler here. So if we look in there, you can see, if I move this out of the way, this section on the return is to be replaced with this new part, which has the addition of this port, and that port is to take these flow switches. Now these flow switches also have a bit of a history. They're used on the Wb3as, and I'm not sure about some of the other boilers, but on some of the 200s I think have them. It's a slightly different version with a longer paddle. These had a habit of leaking from the top or jamming, and you could often go to a boiler where this was jammed in the on position, so the whole point of the safety device was invalidated, let's say. But anyway, this is the workaround. This paddle switch will be mounted in the return port of this exchange unit. Now, what do we do with this part? Now, I was expecting to see a replacement came in the kit, but I found it didn't, and luckily I found out last time I was here because I was able to do this modification last time. Okay, some people might tell me it's not legal to modify a gas appliance, but okay, we'll have an argument about that later. But this is basically a modified component of a gas appliance. It's not a gas carrying component though, but this is the point where the old paddle used to go and where you get the leak, and that is now filled with epoxy metal and a screw to stop that leaking. And I'm going to hope that that's a suitable, waterproof, long-lasting repair, and this part will fit on here. The reason I've got a spare one is there's actually two boilers here, and I've already replaced one on the other one, so this component's been swapped over. This will go back on where this one is, so I don't have a leak. Get rid of this flow switch. This cable then I guess has to connect to the new flow switch, which does beg the question, is there a cable for it? And it looks like there isn't, so I'm not quite sure. I guess I've got to separate that cable. Yeah, probably got to separate that cable, drop it back down and bring it across to my new flow switch. So not the end of the world, but I thought that was interesting. So if you come across any of these with a leaky flow switch, be prepared. Over £200 for this and the flow switch conversion, so not cheap, but then it's not a cheap boiler. So okay, hope that's of help.